Donald Trump just finished up a very awkward and uncomfortable town hall with Fox News. It's not really a town hall, it's very biased. He's surrounded by his supporters, so he's not taking very neutral questions here. But in this town hall, it went specifically bad for Donald Trump because the host, Laura Ingraham, fact checked him a number of times, funnily enough. And Donald Trump kept digging his own grave, even when Laura Ingraham was trying to help him out, trying to throw him a bone, and he just kept going, kept doubling down on his insanity. So I have some clips from this town hall to show you. We'll talk about it a little bit, but let's just dive right in. So the first clip I want to show you is the latter of what I just mentioned, being Donald Trump kind of digging his own grave and Laura Ingraham trying to pull him back out. In this question and answer back and forth here, Laura Ingraham's like, you wouldn't prosecute your own political opponents if you win. You wouldn't go after them, right? And Donald Trump just keeps going, well, maybe I would. And Laura Ingram's like, no, like you wouldn't. He's like, well, no, don't underestimate me. Anyway, just take a look at this clip. It's ridiculous.
How will you restore faith in our justice system? A lot of people will say, well, he's just going to do to them what they did to him and get back at them. And
a lot of people say that's what should happen. Well, you want to know the truth.
Right. Well, but I think, you know, punitively using government institutions is what got us in this mess in the first place. And our town hall that we did back in February, one of the lines that really resonated, I think, with people is when you said, my revenge is going to be my success.
Yeah, well, I do believe that, but I will say this. They have started a terrible precedent. We've never had this. We do have that in third world countries, banana republics, a lot in South America where they go after somebody politically that's an opponent. We never had it to any great extent, really almost at all.
But you're not going to do that. When you get in office, you're going to look at all your political enemies.
No, I want to make this the most successful country in the world. That's what I want to do.
Oh, God, that was brutal for Donald Trump and Laura Ingraham. I mean, she is really, really trying to throw him a bone here. She is really trying to do everything she can to get Donald Trump to say, no, I would never do such a thing. No. He just will not do it, though. He will not say no, because that's what he's going to do. I mean, Fox News and all these Republicans are like trying to help him out. They're wondering why he won't just say no on the record, why he won't just say, yeah, I won't go after my political opponents. It's because that's what he wants to do. Donald Trump wants to go after his opponents. This is not like a dirty little secret. This is not something that Donald Trump is trying to keep private. This is something that Donald Trump has said before, right there in this interview. He said, well, this is something that many people think should happen. This is him hinting at wanting to go after his political opponents. He recently put out a statement saying that anybody who rigged the 2020 election will be prosecuted by me and my Department of Justice if I win. Now that, in translation, is Donald Trump saying that, yeah, anybody who opposed me in the 2020 election will go to jail. We know it wasn't fraudulent. We know it wasn't stolen, but I'm going to go after you anyway. This is no secret. This is no secret. This is Donald Trump being very open about what he wants to do. And Fox News will do anything they can to try to save Donald Trump in his campaign, try to save him from shooting himself in the foot as he does so often. But he just can't control himself. That's who Donald Trump is. He just cannot resist the temptation to insult his political opponents or just be open about what he wants to do. Sorry, Laura, it's not happening. And actually, later in this town hall, Donald Trump started getting fact-checked by Laura Ingraham. Funnily enough, you wouldn't see this all that often on Fox News, but even Laura Ingraham is saying, well, that's just not true. Let's have a look at this first clip.
But she shouldn't be there anyway. She should be, I would say, North Carolina is bad, is so bad. And
she was there today for 3 hours, I believe, Kamala Harris.
Ooh. Oh, that's brutal. Look at him. He just went silent. Look, he just started nodding along. Got fact-checked by Laura, just started nodding along. This is him talking about Hurricane Helene, saying North Carolina is terrible, it's a disaster, she's not doing anything. And Laura Ingraham says, well, actually, she was there for hours today in North Carolina. And this is not the first time that she's traveled to North Carolina and affected areas to talk to survivors, to survey damage, and things of that nature. She was just handing out meals the other day to hurricane victims. She was packing up goods for hurricane victims. And Donald Trump wants to come on here saying, well, North Carolina is terrible and Kamala Harris is not doing anything about it. It's such an egregious lie that even Laura Ingraham says, no, she's been there for hours. And like Donald Trump continues to lie about this disaster, continues to spread misinformation about this, and all that does is politicize a tragedy and make it harder to respond to the actual tragedy. And that's what he's doing here. And surprisingly, gets fact-checked on Fox News. I have another clip of him getting fact-checked about this topic. He tries to claim that, oh, the Biden administration is only sending $700 to hurricane victims, which is not true. Let's take a look.
Very concerned about that.
So we're into almost $300 billion for Ukraine, and yet they're offering people $750
For immediate needs.
for the worst, but for the worst hurricane.
Yeah. He just got fact-checked again by Laura Ingraham. First of all, I mean, she should have done more. Like a good journalist, somebody who's actually good at their job in journalism would have fact-checked him more, because we haven't sent $300 billion to Ukraine, number one. And number two, the $750, as she said, is correct, is only for immediate emergency needs. That is the legal limit that FEMA can send in this specific program. There are multiple programs that apply to hurricane victims, not just the 700. This is one program among many. So in this one program, the legal limit is $750, but in all these other programs, people can apply for much more aid when it comes to housing or just living or whatever it might be, transportation. But as Laura Ingraham just said right there, it is for immediate needs. Now, again, this is like the bare minimum from Laura Ingraham, the bare minimum. She should have done way more fact-checking with this. But he did get fact-checked right there. And in a kind of an uncomfortable way for Donald Trump. Like, he doesn't really know what's going on. Like, he goes on Fox News and he thinks, yeah, this is going to be a breeze. I can just say whatever. I can lie about the election. I can lie about the hurricane. I can do this and that. And normally he can. But tonight, for some reason, Laura Ingraham decided to fact check him, which is great. I hope they do more of it. Probably not. I hope they do more of it. But he's kind of stunned right now. He's like, wait, well, hold on now. I thought that this was going to be smooth sailing. Why am I getting fact checked right now? And you can kind of see in his body language and his speech, he kind of just like pauses or he nods along and he's kind of stunned by what's happening. But these lies are so bad that even Laura Ingraham at Fox News is stepping in and saying, well, hold on. Let's get back to reality here, which I have to say, quite surprising. Look, I've said this before, but if you're a Republican and you're getting fact-checked by Fox News in a town hall setting, you must be doing something really wrong. I mean, you must be telling the most outrageous and egregious lies known to man. You must be a pathological liar. And funnily enough, both of those descriptions apply to Donald Trump himself. So good to see Laura Ingraham fact-checking Donald Trump just a little bit. We probably will never see this again, but, we can enjoy the moment while it lasts. We can enjoy the awkwardness that came with that fact check from Donald Trump, who thought that he was going to have an easy interview. And for the most part, he did. But just a couple of moments here where he's like, aren't you on my side? Aren't you meant to be helping me? And you're fact-checking me? He just didn't know what to do. A beautiful sight to watch. Anyway, I just wanted to show you a couple of these clips. We'll leave the video there. Thank you so much for watching. I appreciate you being here. Make sure to subscribe to the channel down below. It goes an incredibly long way. Really, really helps. Also, drop a like on the video, comment. Let me know what you think about all this stuff. And as I always say, I greatly appreciate you, and I hope you have an amazing rest of your day.